It's Jake Kim from the Oregon Surf Perch Fishing Club. It's Thursday, February 22nd. It's 11:20 a.m. I'm here at Wade Creek with Michael Abshere and his wife Janet. They're newbies. They have not caught a perch, so I'm just trying to help them. They reached out to me because they're staying in Lincoln City. So they asked me if I could help them try and catch a fish. Man, what a gorgeous day. So it's about 55 degrees, sunshine, blue skies. There's no wind. And we're about an hour past high tide. High tide was about 7 feet. Oh man, I think he got one. That's a good sign, if he's got one. Because he said he was only been here like 10 minutes, right? Yeah. Yeah. Lost track, so I'm pretty sure he had a fish. But anyway, it's, so see these waves here? Yeah. See how it's one after another now? Right. That's what you're looking for. Okay. So I want to go talk to this guy though. Man, catch conditions look awesome. I mean, there's one wave after another. It's dark green. So, especially with this guy catching one, my expectations just went way up. Just going as far as you can. Be careful though. Cast as far as you can. Let it sit for about 7 seconds. Reel in 5 feet. Let it sit another 7 and keep doing that till it's all the way back. Okay? 2 casts, no bites, move. Okay. I'm just gonna talk to this guy. I'll be right back. Good morning. Hey, Gene, right? Yeah, man, how you doing? I haven't seen you forever. What's your last name again?
Yamaguchi.
Yamaguchi, man. Yeah. Did you just get one?
I got a salmon.
You got a salmon?
Yeah.
Wow. You've only been here like 10 minutes too, right?
Yeah, well, there it is.
That's awesome. Is that your first salmon in the surf? It's cool, huh?
Yeah, it's always interesting to see a fish on.
Yeah, look at, oh man, look at, here's with Gene. So I've met Gene 2 or 3 times in the last 2 or 3 years, but here's a salmon. Gonna put it back in, I hope. So you got a salmon. Yeah, that was it was like about this big. Here's another trick for you, since you have to stay up, is that get ready to cast, and when the water's there, run down. Keep your bail up though. So keep your bail open, so the line's cut. Yeah, so what I do is I actually just flip my bail and I just start walking fast this way. Okay? But that way you'll get another 20-30 yards. All right, so that was a pleasant surprise meeting Gene. I always like meeting fellow club members. Oh, forgot to tell you that swell energy is 640 today. So it's a premium day with the weather and the temperature and no wind. And it's really nice today. So lucky to live on the Oregon coast. First cast, got one. Oh, yep. First cast, got one. Been here like 3 minutes. Oh, it might be a silver though. It's only a silver. Yeah. Why is this thing so heavy? Yeah, it's just a small one. Hey, that's not bad though. First cast, first fish. At least I didn't get skunked today. So this is like 5 out of 6 trips at Wade where I haven't got skunked. I actually thought it was going to be a red tail. Because it fought pretty decently for a silver. So that was on the top natural. Hey, second cast had another bite, but again, it was small. I'm pretty sure it was a silver. Yeah, Gene might have one. He just got a bite as I was talking to him. Yeah. But he says he's been getting several bites as well, so I think we're getting a bunch of silver bites here. Using worms for bait, Gene? Yeah, so he's just using worms too. They're using worms. They're newbies. They've never caught a fish. 3rd cast in a row. This may be cast 2. I can't remember. But I got another fish. It's just the silver. Janet just got a bite using my pole, but she said that now that she knows what a bite feels like, she actually got a few bites on her pole. So I hope. So now we're just trying to hook one. Yes, actually I just got a bite on her pole too, but I could tell there's silvers because there's these little tap, 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 tap. You might have a fish. Okay, so I was using Janet's rod, and I think I might have hooked it. It's hard to tell. But I like to see her haul it in if possible. Yeah! All right! All right, so this is her first fish reeling in. Looks like it's a silver again. And it felt like a silver bite. So you're not a virgin anymore. So it's on bottom natural. All right, it's always like helping newbies reel in their first fish. So that was awesome. And it's funny, it's because it was on her rod when we switched rods. Normally I would move because I'm only getting silver action, but I want to stick around for Michael and Janet because any action is better than no action, and the silvers are biting. We should be getting constant bites here for a while. I would like to try that trough that I know is close to the trees, but let's stay here for a little bit longer, see if we can get these guys a fish. Come around me. Pull this in.
What's that?
Pull it in. Reel it in.
Oh.
All right, so I got one on my rod, I think, another silver. So I'm letting Michael pull it in. I like to see him pull one in too. You feel it? Yeah, it's another silver. All right, dude. Okay, here we go. Michael with the first fish pulled in of his life. Not of his life, but in a long time. So congratulations, man. Okay, Janet thinks she might have one on her pole. And yep, she's got one. All right, solo. And it's another silver. All right, good job, Janet. It's always fun to see newbies get their first fish and just to help them. So that's one of the things. That's one of the things I like about this club, is that there's a lot of members who will help each other. Okay, so I had a lot of bites today, but they've been all silver, so it'd be nice to get a red tail, but hey, any action's better than no action. Okay, so I've been here now about 30-40 minutes. I can't remember how many fish we got, maybe 3, 4, can't remember now. But as tide's going down, fishing conditions are really changing already. It's getting much more shallow, and it's getting harder to hit any breaking waves. So I start heading back to the north, but man, it's getting really shallow here. We've been here about 40 minutes now. Now, if you look at the waves, remember how there was big crashing ones really close by when we first got here? But now, as you look like right now, see how shallow it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where fishing conditions are starting to go downhill.
Okay.
So this is where, see, like right now, see how shallow it is?
Yeah.
And I start looking up and down the beach for deeper green water and more crashing waves. So
Okay.
I'm thinking, I don't know, we move up near where Gene is. But have you had any bites lately?
I had one more bite, but I didn't have anything on it.
Okay. But that's kind of what I see. So we can stay here for a few more casts, but I'm thinking we should move a little bit soon.
Okay.
But I just keep reading the waves as I'm here, because they'll change in 15-20 minutes. Usually within a half an hour, 40 minutes, they'll definitely change.
Okay.
So you just keep reading the water. And then I just go fish the water, and that I hope is going to help the fish. So I just guess, you know, just by reading the waves. But reading the waves is probably one of the more important things about being successful fishing. I was just trying to teach Janet and Michael on how to read waves and why I think we should be moving. Again, you can see how shallow it is, and the good waves are way out there. There's no way we can cast out there anymore. Okay, so Gene's getting bites. Janet's getting bites. Janet got one on her own, and then I let him reel up the fish that I hooked. So at least both of them got to reel in fish. Oh, you got one. Oh, you got a double. Yeah, he's got a double. One of the smallest doubles I've ever seen. But hey, you got a double. So I met Gene about, I want to say 3 years ago. He's one of those guys that asked to meet me on the beach. 3 years ago, he wasn't retired, but he just retired last year, end of last year. Because I asked him, how are you fishing on a work day? And he's going, I'm retired. So that's the benefit of being retired and close to the Oregon coast. You can come fish on beautiful days like this. Man, I can't believe what a nice day it is. I had to take off my hoodie, I got so hot. But this is like the first spring condition day in terms of weather that we've had this year. So it's really nice. So man, she's slaying it today. That might even be a red tail. Let's go take a look. All right, her first red tail ever. And man, that's a nice one.
Yeah, it is.
Good job. Oh, on a camel worm.
Yeah.
You're killing it today, lady. That's awesome. Let's measure it. So here, this is 0. And then just read the number. Second band. Top of the second. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
11.
11 and a half. 11 and a quarter. That's nice, lady. Good job. That's awesome. Not much bigger fight than the silvers, huh?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought I lost him.
Did you? I know, because sometimes the waves will bring in, but did you get a really big bite too?
I got a big bite.
Yeah.
And I started to reel it in, and then it's like it all went slack. Well, maybe not.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I'm really happy for you. All right, so that's exciting. I always love to see people get their first red tail. That is awesome. And it's 11 and a quarter too. So I think she's caught like 3 or 4 fish by herself. So that is awesome. So before today, she never caught a surfer. So what a way to spend the day. So I'm thinking Janet's, it's been an hour now, and I'm thinking Janet's got 4 fish that she caught on her own, and then she reeled in 1 from me. But so far, she's out fishing all 3 of us men. And again, she's never caught a perch in her life before today. So it just shows you, even if you're a newbie and you go with someone who knows what they're doing, who can help you, it's not that hard to learn how to catch fish. So for newer members who haven't gone out very much, just post on the club that you're going out. You're wondering if anyone can help you, show you the ropes. So that's how I met these two, is they just posted on the club, hey, could you come meet me? And you know, luckily things worked out where I was able to beat them and bring them down to Wade. So that's one of the fun parts about this club, is the number of people that are willing to help others catch fish. I taught Janet how to do a running cast because she's only using hip waders. So she was just standing way up the beach like that before and then casting from way up there. But I told her how to time the waves, like right now, as the water's receding. She's just waiting for it to go back down. And you can see that she inches forward, she accelerates a little bit, and then she just kind of judges where the edge of the water is, and then casts, and then leaves the bail open and just walks backwards. And I told her to walk, you know, forwards that way and leave her line open. So that's how she's been fishing. And again, she's been the most successful out of all of us. So again, she's got hip waders. She's never caught a perch fish before, and she's killing us. So it doesn't always mean you got to have the perfect equipment. It just means you got to have the right technique. So anyway, end the sermon. The silver. So you know, again, action's been pretty decent, and a lot of bites, but mostly silvers so far. Janet's the only one who's got a red tail. Happens every so often when I'm using my spider weight. This is actually a surf shrimp. I could use for bait, but as my weight is dragged through the sand, sometimes I'll catch creatures like that. Okay, I'm gonna go down to the trough. I'm gonna go try the trough. Okay, so last time I was here, I noticed there was a small trough on the north end of these trees. So I'm gonna go try over in that area. It looks shallow, but I'm hoping that the depression in the floor is gonna have a holding place for fish. Again, this is where it helps coming back to the same beach frequently. And again, I don't know if the structure's changed or not, but just where this wave is cresting, I think there's a trough there. Right away. I don't know if you can see my rod, I'm still getting it. But man, as soon as my rig hit the water, I started getting bites. I'm still getting it. I'm pretty sure it's a silver again though. I'm getting a bite every cast now. Michael said his last cast he actually had several bites and he lost his bait. So that's good news. I'm hoping he hooks another one. Yeah, I'm still getting bites, but again, they're all small taps. So Michael just got another bite. He thought he had it, but he's using a pretty stiff rod, so it's really hard to feel the small fish. But let's see if he's got anything. All right! Yeah, you got a small one. Good job, Michael. So I think is that your first fish today? Yeah. All right, so he broke his skunk too. He's not a virgin anymore as well. So he got his first fish. I'm still getting silvers. I always like it when newbies who've never caught a perch before get their first one when I'm around. And I'm the one who helps show them. So that's an awesome way to spend the day for me anyway. So the problem with these silvers is you never know you got a fish or not until they come in. I can feel it tugging. Oh, I see it surfing on the waves now. But again, it's another small one. But hey, like I say, any action is better than no action. Oh, might be my double. Might be a double. Hey, I got a double. Got a double. Okay, second double of 2024. Silver, so maybe it's a half a double. Top camo, middle natural. Just got another one and released it. So that's 2 in a row for him, I believe. So again, that's awesome. 2 in a row. 3 casts in a row. As soon as my rig lands, I'm getting a silver bite. And again, as you look at the water, it looks pretty flat. But again, I think I'm hitting the trough would be my guess, is because it seems like it's holding fish pretty well. And again, I'm getting multiple bites on the same cast, and they're all coming quickly now compared to when I was on the south. He just got another double. So again, there's a lot of action going on and a lot of bites, but again, they're all silver. But it's nice for, whoa, that was a decent bite. Oh man, this one feels pretty good. That was a decent bite though. I think that's this is a red tail. Yeah, that's a red tail. It's not a big one though. Let's go see if these guys want it. It's taco size. I'm guessing it's about a 10.5 or maybe 11 incher. Let's take a look. $11. Yeah, so not bad. 11. Let's give it to these guys. Here you go, number 2. Hey, let me. Do you guys bleed your fish?
What?
Do you bleed your fish?
What's that mean?
Okay, I'll show you. Generally, what I do is I pierce the brain to kill them.
Okay.
And then generally I have scissors that you can just cut the gills.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
But see if you, when you cook them tonight, see if you see the difference between the 2 fish,
Okay.
the meat. But this meat should be a lot whiter.
Okay.
Last really good, I think, getting bites every cast.
But so do you usually fillet them or you cook them? So you fillet them, then look at how red and white the meat is between the two.
Between the two?
Yeah,
Okay.
and see if you don't mix them up though,
Right.
because once you cut off the heads, you can't tell.
Right.
But yeah, I'll just hit the red tail just right here, man. Okay, so that was sweet. Got a red tail finally. So I was just showing them how to bleed the fish as well. Work paid off. We started getting much better action. Oh, you got enough? Good job, dude. So since we moved, we've been getting a lot more action. And again, I got my first red tail up here. So again, it helps knowing the beach you're going to. That's why it's nice to go with someone who knows the beach, so they can kind of show you where to go fish. So since I moved to where I thought the trough was, our action has been actually pretty good. Generally how I bleed a fish, if I'm going to keep, is I pierce the brain with the point of the scissors to euthanize them, and then I try and cut the gills to let them bleed out. So anyway, that's how I do it. I like to pierce the brain just because I don't like the fish to suffocate to death. But yeah, it's all personal preference, and who knows if the fish really feel any pain. Just makes me feel better anyway. Man, action is really good today. I think I still got a fish, but looks like it's a silver again. So again, lots of fish. And it's top natural. So I'm still getting bites on every cast, but they're all silver bites. So I think I'm going to call it quits here. Hey Michael, I think I'm going to call it here. Days like this don't happen very often. It's hard to find days where you're getting a bite on every cast. You're still getting them, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm glad you got to experience that though, because it's very hard to find. Okay, so this is my last cast. You can see the top and bottom worms are bitten in half. So I got some aggressive bites that time. I'm going to call it a day here. See how she enjoyed the day. So Mrs. Abshere, how did you like the perch fishing today?
I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah? And it's nice always to get your first perch in the surf, right? It was exciting for you.
Yeah, this was fun. We'll be back.
And the red tails were nice.
Yes.
Maybe you can upgrade on your rods.
Yes. That'll
Okay.
be our next thing.
Okay, that'll be your next thing. So I've been here like an hour 45. I don't know how many casts I got in because I wasn't really counting today. I got one red tail. Got my second double of 2024. But the highlights of the day are Michael got his first perch ever in the surf, as did Janet. Janet actually got a red tail, and she was actually the first one of us all to get a red tail. And again, she's wearing hip waders, and she can't cast very far. So again, you don't need the right equipment versus the right technique. Okay, so that's it for today. Man, what a wonderful day on the Oregon coast. And I love spending it teaching newbies how to catch, and it's more exciting when they catch their first one. So it was also nice to meet fellow member Gene Yamaguchi. Again, this is probably like the third or fourth time I've seen Gene at Wade Creek fishing here. So that's it for today. I might go back out again Saturday. There's a newbie in the club who wants to meet up with me. So hopefully my body will allow me to meet up with that person. But that's it today, man. And what a wonderful, absolute gorgeous day on the Oregon coast, and awesome company.